Friends, back to back we are starting a powerful session. The session is on the topic Chartered Accountants in the Age of AI, from ledgers to global leaders. For this, I call C.A. Sanjeev Sanghi, Council Member, ICAI and Program Director, as a speaker on the dais. C.A. Sanjeev Sanghi, please join on the dais, please. A big round of applause to welcome C.A. Sanjeev Sanghi. Friends, C.A. Sanjeev Sanghi needs no introduction as such, so I am skipping introduction, and we have already felicitated him just in the last session. So I will request C.A. Sanjeev Sanghi to please start straightway to podium and start his deliberation. Thank you.
Yeah, so the time is very important. And I think inaugural is over. Now I am positioning myself as a speaker. So can I have the... Yeah, thank you. So let me tell you, in next 20-25 minutes, I don't know if the timer has been started or not. Can we have the timer on? Yes. Because I also will be abiding with that. But in next 20-25 minutes, let me share with you what are we going to achieve. What is the objective? No gyan. Actually, what we need in AI. The topic which you see over here, we say chartered accountants in the age of AI. From ledgers to global leadership. Let me tell you why this is important today. I'll just give you a narration. I'm a convener, All India of Global Capability Centers, GCC, which is going to be the largest. Like if India is going to be the largest economy of the world, GCC is one thing which is going to make that happen. And when I went to ICAI and I said I want to be driving GCC across the country, the president of ICAI said, what is GCC all about? I said, sir, this is something which is going to be a game changer, and chartered accountants have a very important role to play in this. I went to Hyderabad in a NASSCOM summit. Please listen to this very, very carefully. We are going to only do good stories, real examples, and try to engage and make sure that each and everyone follows it. Those who are in the back, they want to come forward and ask questions, I'll be very happy to answer. So I was in Hyderabad in a summit organized by NASSCOM. No chartered accountants were there. There were around 600 or 700 delegates over there. Not a single chartered. I was sitting all by myself. So it was talking about all those 30 to 40 years of age, young professionals who were talking about talent, who was talking about reskilling, upskilling, scalability, all of that, networking. All of those got very, very important. At the end, I thought of meeting the leadership of NASSCOM. And I went over there. And they were having all this networking, they were having this informal get-togethers, like just what we do over here. So I was introducing myself to say I'm a council member of ICAI. And I've given my card to the president over there. He looked at my visiting card, and this is something which we all need to listen, understand, and actually work upon. He looked at my visiting card, and he asked me a question. Chartered accountants? With a question mark. Now that was very sarcastic. I immediately told him, sir, I've been into your session the whole day. You're talking about many things. The entire session was designed into many things. But I've not seen anything on valuation, on ESG, on sustainability, on international taxation, on transfer pricing, on valuation, on how we can do cross-border transactions. So we are here to stay. Chartered accountants are here to stay. Your team and your industry will be taken over by AI. We have that functional role, that domain knowledge, that specialization, that leadership, which is going to make sure that we will be staying here. And that day I decided that I will do the similar GCC summit much better than that. In 7 months, we got 5 summits happening in Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Ahmedabad, and Bangalore. Thousands of chartered accountants came in. We got 15 ministries on board in just 7 months. This is the power of leadership and chartered accountants I'm trying to say to all of you. And now they are saying, wow, the government is coming back to us and say, sir, we never thought, because what was discussed in the inaugural is, the prompt, The technical engineer, what they're going to do, we give them the objective. This is what we need. They will do the coding. Now that coding will be done by AI. The objective of the business will be defined by us. We are going to be strategists. We are going to be change makers. We are going to be innovators. And this is what we talk about global leaders. Now let me give you the scenario across the world. What is happening? There's a huge dearth of accountants worldwide. If you want, you can check in Google right now, right away. There's a 25 to 40% decline of accountants worldwide. And we have that domain. Let me tell you a second example. What you're doing today, we have started this AI level 2 training wherein we are speaking about agentic AI. We have one of the speakers sitting over here, faculty, Sumit Bihan is just going right now. He's also doing a recording. He has got multiple work to do today. Yeah, you please proceed. So what we are trying to say is, you go and check in Google, there is no professional institute in the commerce background, the finance background, who is teaching AI. There's not a single finance, and I'm talking across the world, not just in India. Across the world, there is no accounting professional organization who has accountants from the institute being trained on agentic AI, where you are writing codes. You are developing codes and you are basically trying to frame this. This is what institute is doing, leadership. So what we have to do today, I think the objective is clear. How we can play a role of a leadership. We have our clients. We have to make sure that how we can scale and scale up to make sure that we just don't work over here and make our organization efficient, completely automated. You can ask me as many questions as you want. Sanjeev, I want to understand how can you automate this? I give you an answer for that. I've been doing this for the last 25 years. I've been talking to chartered accountants, those who know me, since 2002. And in the morning, let me tell you very honestly, whenever you used to have full day seminar, bhaiya aap log ko vouch karna hoga. You know, the morning was income tax, then it was indirect tax. I used to get the last session on information technology, and then there were 500 people in the morning and there were only 50 people at the end to say, well, this is not my subject, this is not my profession, this is not something which I'm supposed to do. And today in all the inaugurals across the country, we are talking about AI. Across the country, any program without AI is not there. Any program without GCC is not there. This is what is called foresightedness. How we can look into the future. Are we just going to be followers, or we are going to look beyond and say this is what is going to happen? When I'm saying you GCC today, please trust how we can be a part of this GCC. There's a question which few members came to me and say, Sanjeev, you are the convener of GCC across the country. You organize these 5 summits across the country. Why not in Calcutta? Yes, sir? Yes. I'm not the problem. I can do it tomorrow. But before that, I have to create that mindset. We don't have GCCs in India, in Calcutta. Now, what is a GCC? Just 1 or 2 minutes on that. Basically, there are 1900 GCC in our country. Now, basically, the definition is if any foreign organization is opening up their setup in our country, is a GCC. With 2,500, 500 people, 2,000 people, 20,000 people, 200,000 people working in a GCC. You want me to give you a name? Talk about Big Fours, talk about Accenture, talk about Emphasis, talk about Snyder, talk about Citibank, talk about any organization, Verizon, Bosch. There are so many automobiles companies, there are so many telecommunications companies who have, Yes? And we have 2 million professionals working over there. Let me tell you one more important data. 100,000 chartered accountants are working in GCC. Now, what is there for you? And are we ready for that? We'll talk about readiness. Please don't take it in a different manner. We are intellectually very strong. We have that domain knowledge, and that is very, very important. We have that auditing background, that income tax background, indirect tax background, company law background. But when we go to the global world, what are those things which becomes very, very important? Do we have a digital infrastructure. Now, what is a digital infrastructure? Can we get our work done anytime from anywhere? Can I see a raise of hand on that? Can we get our work done anytime from anywhere? Can we, at any point of time, know who is working on what? Anytime from anywhere, do we know who in my team is working on what? I'm only going to ask questions and questions and questions. The reason I'm asking the question is you all have an answer for that. The problem is we just chalta hai, hota hai. You know, we have taken this initiative of putting 15 minutes. This is what we need to bring in our organization. If you work with a global client, 5 p.m. means 5 p.m. You cannot do it at 5:02 or 5:03 or 5:05. चलता है, हो जाएगा, ऐसे ही तो चलते आ रहा है, ऐसे ही तो होते आ रहा है, नहीं चलेगा. The experience, that wow factor, the team which is working with you have that SOPs. How many of you in your organization have SOPs? 1, 2. Just think. Is it really tough to get a SOP for each and every processes which we have in the organization? How many of us are conducting induction in our organization? Not a single raise of hand. How many of us are giving appointment letters to our team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? I'm talking about very, very basic thing. How many of us have a website of our firm? Maybe 10. How once in a year updated, or in last 3 years have not even updated it. Every year, it should be every day. Right? This is what, and you can ask me question, what is the benefit behind it? पहले मेरे को क्या मिलेगा बताओ. Why don't you go to WOFA 2.0? Sanjeev, what is the benefit out there? Why don't you want to join AI Summit? क्या मिलेगा? Do I get a work over there? Every time this question comes up, this is where the problem is. When we go, we meet so many people. We network with them. We understand from them. We try to imbibe their qualities. We try to learn from people around. We travel. We go to Bangalore, we go to Mumbai, we go to all the big summits, anywhere in the country, and try to network, collaborate, connect, engage, and say, sir, I am a person sitting in Calcutta. Working on this, I have this specialization. How many of us, I just need five important specialization, and I'll get to that specialization. I was going to a hospital, and I said, aankhon mein darad hai, so get me an eye doctor. But sir, you have to tell me what is the problem in the eye. I said, there is a retina problem. Not me, I'm just giving a story. So retina problem, okay, give me a retina specialist. The second question came to me. Is it a left eye retina or is it a right eye retina? There are two separate specialists for left eye retina and a right eye retina. आप जो काम दोगे हम कर लेंगे will not happen anymore. Don't be a journalist, be a specialist. Choose one specialist. Let me check. How many of us are into forensic audit, practically working on it? 1. How many of us are into transfer pricing, international taxation, practically working on it? I'm not saying that's the. How many of us are into data analytics? 1, 2, 3. Sanjeev, is there a scope over there? Do I get a client out of it? Will I get some work? If I get a work, then I will do it. Otherwise, why will I do it? Gone are the days of empanelment. Let me tell you very bluntly, very straightforward. Pick up one specialization which you want to do. There can be hundreds of names I can tell you right now. I know chartered accountants who are making crores and crores only into goodwill, only into labor laws. Anyone into labor laws? Just the new labor law came in, such a big opportunity. If you practice labor law and be an expert on this, you can go to all these summits, meet the chartered accountant, say, sir, anything on labor law, I am an expert on that. Will you not get work? Yes or no? So you have to have that infrastructure to get work from anywhere, do it from anywhere. And is that really tough to get that infrastructure? Please tell me. Anyone has any question, what I need to do? Once you have a question, the answer is all there. You talk to any person, they have the answers. You have so much of digital infrastructure. What is the best infrastructure for me? Every infrastructure is a good infrastructure. You choose Google, you choose Microsoft, you choose whatever you want to choose. Start working on that. Start taking that baby steps every day. Today, I'm implementing this. Tomorrow, I'm implementing this. That's leadership. Tomorrow, my organization is going to follow this discipline, this particular framework, this particular thought process, this video. This is how things are going to happen. AI is nothing, sir. This is how we have evolved. 1998 qualified, 27 years back. Don't guess my age. You know, I started when I was in the bank. Many of the seniors will notice. I was in Allahabad Bank, with all due respect. 25 years back, I said I want my 5,000 rupees withdrawal. Boshe thako, ekone 8 ghanta lunch cholche. We will not give you. Today the managers are coming to our office and saying, sir, what can I do for you? This is how things have changed. 37 paise difference in the trial balance manual bahi khata. Today, we are talking about connected banking. Anyone who knows what is connected banking? A single raise of hand. 1, 2. Let me tell you. Sir, अपने क्या करते हैं? आपने purchase किया? आप जाके कहीं purchase करते हो, you make a payment from the bank. Yes? And then you go back into your accounting software and you record that thing over there. Right? So 2 times you're doing things. What if you make a purchase and it gets entered? Once you put the entry, bank pays it and records in the accounting transactions. Connected banking. Right? Imagine. How many of us are working on RPA, robotic process automation? 1, 2, 3. I'm giving you all, please take a note of all this. Pick up one area. You'll make millions and crores of rupees. You don't create that difference. There was a very young chartered accountant yesterday who met me. You know, just 24, 25 years of age. Saying, sir, I want to get into practice. And immediately I jumped on him and say, what do you think about practice? What are the things you are going to do? Sir, income tax, audit, GST. I said, is it that what is called practice? 99.9% of people feel today in this room also that practice is all about these 5 or 6 services. I'm not against that. This is definitely important. But are we evolving ourselves to make this automated? Because all of this is getting automated. Clear tax. I'm giving you examples on record. These kind of people are not even run by chartered accountants. And they are making more money than all of us chartered accountants together. Government of India has paid 34,000 crores to Big Four. Not a single rupee to any one of us. And what are they doing on that? Framing policies. How many of us are doing those things? If we don't, that's what leadership is all about. If we don't start thinking today and develop, पहले कौन आएगा? पहले काम या पहले ज्ञान? हम ज्ञान तो चाह रहे नहीं, हम बोलते पहले काम तो हम सीख जाएंगे. And that was a very interesting thing from Calcutta, from a very senior chartered accountant, Mr. Amitav Kothari. How many of you have heard this name? 25 years back, I was sitting in front of him like a kid. And he was doing something with Singapore. And he was telling me a story, a very important story, to say, Sanjeev, I was getting a 20% work from Big Four. We were supposed to sign an agreement. Papers were ready, we were signing the agreement. Immediately that person asked me, is your setup ready? I said, no, but I will follow all the terms and conditions in the agreement to make sure that whatever has been discussed, I will do it. He took the paper back. I said, sir, when I'm committing, when I'm signing, I'm ensuring that I will get the work done. Bola, I know that you will get the work done. I'm 100% sure. But you don't have that mindset. You want work first and then you want to put the efforts to build a team, to get the work done and try to get the work done. This is not going to happen anymore. You have to pick up one thing, specialize, and then go out to the entire world and say, I am the best in this. And then only things is going to start flowing towards you. So this is what we talk about. The entire world. Let me talk about Australia, Canada, Singapore. I don't know how many of you know that in Singapore, if you go and just stay there in Singapore for 6 months, you become a member of that institute without any examination. You get your CPA degree just from anywhere, except India. You go to Dubai, you go to anywhere, give the exams, and you can give exams as many. I'm not propagating any qualification or courses. I'm just trying to make you global accountants. To make sure that once you have that infrastructure, once you have that specialization, the whole world is open for you. So this, if you talk about financial leadership, what is leadership into this? Is basically understanding the organization. You know, I go and walk to my team and immediately ask them the question, what is the profit of this company? I don't know. They are working on that company. Just imagine. If you even ask any article or any team member of that, immediately go to that person and say, you are working on this client? Yes. What's the turnover of this client? I don't know. And they had been looking into it. They had been working on it, but they don't know because they are like this. Only focusing on projects. Are we not that same to some extent? Just trying to build that thought process. Are we not opening ourselves up? How many of us has traveled outside India, not for holidays, but for learning, for attending any event? 1, 2. How many of us have traveled outside Calcutta, attending only the event and actually attended it, learning it? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the thought. You know, the thought process is, we come with 5 friends, we sit with them, we have lunch together, and we go out with 5 friends. And we don't know anyone else in this room. Is this what is going to happen going forward? If we don't communicate, we don't engage, we don't present ourselves to people around us, how are we going to get business? Is it not advertisement? Is it not solicitation? Is it something which we need to do? Am I going to kill my ego to say, hey, I need work? No. Just talk about what you are good at. Talk about if you are into real estate. Forget about services. Now we are talking about industry experts. Today, chartered accountants are moving into becoming an industry expert. We have chartered accountants who are only into real estate. They don't do anything else. We have chartered accountants only into tea industry. They don't have any other clients other than tea industry. And all the tea industry comes to them and say, boss, my accountant is only going to know that I need to file my returns, my audit, my this. You understand my industry. You prepare a dashboard for me. You do a KPI for me. You implement SAP ERP for me. You organize all these various things which are in pieces and try to give me that one page to make me understand what my business is all about. What is my sales? What is my turnover? What is my profit? What are the areas where I have issues? And those are all real time. Can we do that? You know what it takes to learn all this? 15 minutes. Go into youtube.com, forget about all of us. Type in Google Data Studio, type in Tableau, type in Power BI. You'll get hundreds and thousands of videos. In 15 minutes, you'll learn all of this. How many of us, again the last question, have actually gone into any of this MOOC, like YouTube, like Coursera, like Udemy, actually learned something from there? Okay, I have 10 or 15 people. What is stopping us? I always say one thing. Who is the biggest problem in our organization? Who is the biggest? Because somehow, some way, we are into that comfort zone. Somehow, some way, we are not looking beyond. And this kind of summit, once you attend, you will see what is happening in this world, because things are changing very, very, very fast. At a very, very super speed. We feel that we are going to get outdated any moment. You know, I used to talk about technology. Now these young kids have overshadowed me. They are now talking about agentic AI. They are coming up in huge numbers. We have more than 2,000 faculties, chartered accountant, trained in AI, in agentic, and they are actually spreading education across the country. In next 2 years, our goal is to have every single chartered accountants tech savvy, AI savvy. This is what I just talked about, mobility. You need to be mobile. पानी को भी अगर आप एक जगह रख दोगे ना सर, अगर एक किसी चीज़ में पानी को भी रख दोगे तो वो भी सफा नहीं रहेगा. वो जो रिवर होता है ना, बहते रहता है, तभी उसकी ताजगी और उसकी मिठास रहती है. We need to start networking, start traveling, start meeting people, start learning new things, and start working on those things. Put up that investment. Take your organization as a startup to say that, boss, I need to invest on this. I need to invest on people. I need to invest on technology. I need to invest on systems to create that wow experience. And everyone has done that. अगर हम सोचेंगे कि भैया हम 100 रुपया कमाते हैं और 70 रुपया घर लेके जाएंगे, नहीं होगा. It's not going to happen anymore. Maybe make sure that you don't make any money for next 2 years, but invest all your earnings into yourself. This is that time right now. This is that time. So yes, we are working on this AI Learning Hub. We are coming up with audit tools. We are not promising, but as soon as we have a very important task force working on to come up with audit tools for everyone, Haribhai is standing right in front. I'll take extra 5 minutes as a council member of ICAI. Innovative auditing. Auditing thought process has changed. No more thappas. No more. You have to get into complete auditing. You have to get into forensic auditing. अब ये जो थॉट प्रोसेस है 100 करोड़ के ऊपर की लिमिट आ जा रही है सर. अब वो सब थॉट प्रोसेस ही खत्म है. सो प्लीज बकल योरसेल्फ अप, स्टार्ट रनिंग. सो व्हेन आई से रनिंग, व्हाट इज रनिंग ऑल अबाउट? वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द फास्टेस्ट largest economy of the world. We are the largest economy of the country, largest accounting profession of the country. We need to run. Sir, marathon nahi, sorry, don't misunderstand me. It's basically reskilling yourself or upskilling yourself and acquiring new skills. আমি তো স্যার যতক্ষণ আমি প্রিন্ট পাচ্ছি না আমি কিছু করতেই পারবো না. Forget all of that. Work on PDF. Work on connected system. Work on collaborate systems, and that needs practice. Invest on young and start working with them. আমি অফিসে না চারজনকে রেখে দেবো, চারটে সিস্টেম দিয়ে দেবো, ওরা কাজ করে নেবে. You have to get inside that. Make your hands dirty. Make your you have to lead from the front. I'm going to learn. Nirupam Da, who is no more here, a very, very good friend of mine. 7-10 years back, I was doing an advanced Excel training at R. Singhi, upstairs, 6th floor. He was right in front. I was, sir, ki korchen ekhane? Ei, tu amake shikti dibi na? I was, sir, why will I stop you? Please come. And he was there. I was doing all this thing. I was looking from the back. He was doing nothing. Watching everything. I went to him and said, sir, আপনি তো বলেছিলেন আমি শিখবো. I have seen you, you're not doing anything. না, I've learned everything. I'm not going to practice that leadership, but I've seen what is possible. Now I'm going to go back and kick. I don't want to use that word, but kick and make sure that my entire team works on this system. He was there to learn. He was there to adapt and work around. So this is the thought for all the seniors. Even if you feel that your time is over, you are not going to keep it up, just open yourself up, because even we are running. We are trying to match with the speed of change. Everyone is doing that. So it is never going to be that, how can I get to that level? I'm already behind. Start from wherever you are. In 3 months, 6 months, you will know what is happening. So few important things is literacy, data. Understand your data very, very clearly. Data is not about auditing data or this. Understand companies' data, financial metrics, operational metrics, not-for-profit metrics, non-financial metrics. All this becomes very, very important, because if you are working on people, process and technology, if you are working on sustainability, all of this become very, very important. Very important slide, very quick. This is how we have transformed from accountants to advisors to innovators, and now we are boardroom leaders. सपना देखो वो सर जिसको देखने में डर लगे. Make your preparation today. You can connect with me on LinkedIn or on my call or on WhatsApp to say, Sanjeev, I want to be having a board leadership. That's what we need to do. We are the brain of the entire world. We are the best talent. We have the best people. We have the best knowledge. We just need to change our thought process, our approach, our work methodologies, and make sure this is happening. I just quickly slid this slide and then straight away come to thank you. Thank you so much. I'm available the whole day. We can have interactions on any important things which you have in mind. Thank you once again so much. Thank you.
Thank you, CS Sanjeev ji. Very nicely presented the topic Chartered Accountants in the Age of AI, from ledgers to global leadership, well within the time. A big round of applause for the London speaker put the topic in the way.